Hey guys, what's up? This is Jayzan. This is Pixel Piracy again. This is version 0.5.3.0, so if you're watching this later, this tutorial might be a little bit less accurate, but as of this point, this is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to get yourself started, how to get your ship built, and how to be successful early game in Pixel Pirates. Just how to get yourself going without getting completely demolished. So we're just going to get started real quick. We'll start a new game here, and we're just gonna do an easy mode just to get it set up. And I am Jayzan. We're gonna do princess mode, and we're gonna do easy and easy because the game is already still hard. We'll do monsters. These just whatever your play style is, and we're gonna do more ships encounters. I like to get in combat a lot, and we're gonna do TP because you need the extra TP. Well, you don't need it, but it's going to help a lot to get yourself started. And you need the extra TP to learn skills. And yeah, so we're just going to do it this way. Male pirate. This looks great. And we're going to begin. Okay, so we are on our land, on our island. And I have no pirate allies. I have 600 gold. And I need to get one crew member immediately. So, we're going to get someone cheap. The cheapest crew member we can. This guy, hopefully he doesn't have some terrible... Alright, 236, 68, 68. Same price. Alright, we'll do this guy. Hopefully he doesn't have something like Bully or something where they attack allies. So I have 364 gold left. One ally. Let's see what he has as a passive. Good, he's not completely much of a dickhead. So we're going to make him a fisherman.
Shiver me timbers.
So we don't starve to death. And we need to get a fishing rod and the fishing skill. Where's it at? Here's fishing. And I need a fishing rod, which is in the equipment area, which is right here. And I should be able to afford that also. Fishing rod, 198. All right. Let me see if I have anything I could sell. 198. I don't want to sell my watermelon. I need those. All right. So before we do that, let's go into, after we get out of the shop area. Okay. Alright, we'll do a ship setup. To build your ship, it just needs to be even, for the most part. If you want to change the direction, all you have to do is click it, and it'll spin around like that. You want to have a back and a front to your ship so you guys don't fall off your ship or get knocked off in combat. And then your food that you have, you start off with 2 watermelons. Definitely want to put that down immediately. And so what our goal is right now, alright, we're going to kill these animals. Is there anything over here? There's oysters, yeah. Alright, we're going to take out these oysters because they might have a pearl in there that will sell for like 350 gold, which will be all we need. Okay, so after we kill these oysters, they will most likely drop, at least one of these will drop a pearl, which will be enough to get a fishing rod and teach my other my captain cleaning. The most important skills early game are cleaning, fishing, well, cleaning and fishing for the most part. And it's good to have 2 fishermen because you'll start getting a surplus of fish. Alright, I don't think I got a pearl yet. Hopefully this third one of these 2 have pearls. because as you get a surplus of fish, you can sell them for other food or more pirates or better equipment and all that sort of stuff. And if you have fish and you just sail pretty much in circles around your pirate haven, you can easily collect enough gold to fill your ship up with people. So we'll see if I got any pearls from that. Good, I got 1 pearl. That's all I needed. So I have 546. Let me get cleaning for my main guy. And then we're going to go get a fishing rod on the way out. So my captain will be cleaning, which will mean he can get the poop off the deck. And you only need one cleaner at first. And it doesn't have to be your captain, but I like it as my captain because I don't know, it doesn't really matter who you have. I think that's an egg and a feather. Sellable items. So anyway, when you get your fishing pole, you have to equip it to use it. All right, so we're gonna sail nearby and get some experience from sailing. There's a town immediately east of my starting town. As you sail, you gain experience. So you're not gonna have enough experience to learn your skills at first. They have to be about level 4 or so before they can learn anything. So it's a good idea just to sail for a little bit until let's see, what's that? It's a parrot, I think. Alright, there's only one of these guys. I think these guys can handle this tribeman. So we'll fight this tribal guy here. Loot this island. Oh, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, they're both pretty weak. Alright, well, we're gonna just reload the game. You're gonna be doing a lot of game reloading, which is why the save system is the way it is. Alright, so we're gonna go back to sailing. We'll go back to that island. We'll sail the 2 islands first, which will be about enough to level up my guy to 4, and after that he'll be able to fish. It's good to have, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, 2 fishermen, because by then you'll be getting enough fish in flow. See what's on the island. It changes every time you go. So there's a different one with 2 of them. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna sail again. We'll go to this town, I guess. There's a lot of towns nearby. Because as you get more fish, you can sell them, and you'll keep yourself from starving to death. You get morale for free if you go back to town into the tavern. So if you just sail around your main town and fish, you can refresh their morale, and then fishing will feed them. You have 9, so we need to head back on here. What I would be doing here is fighting these crabs and stuff, but I don't need the money right now. I just want to get them skillful enough to fish as soon as possible, because it's just so they can keep getting food on board. So he's going to level up soon.
Adios.
There we go. Alright, so now he can learn. He has 12 TP. Fishing, click passive to choose your skill books. Fishing requires 10. So we're going to use it. So now he's a level 1 fisherman. Now that he's a fishing rod equipped, he can fish. I'd like to have a dedicated fisherman instead of combat guy, so I'm going to get rid of grapple. This will make sure he stays on the ship always during combat, so he doesn't get killed. And so he can be a dedicated fisherman. And I'll do some other ship passives like Doctor, which currently isn't in the game, but later it'll heal people while you're sailing, and like Sailor, which will increase your sailing speed, and then raising passives that won't affect anything other than non-combat things like intelligence and luck. These 2 are probably pretty much real good for non-combat units. Yeah, so now he's a fisherman. Let's give my main character the ability to clean now. And you can have that feather, go ahead. And we'll raise TP a little bit. And I kind of like to keep my comic guys pretty well-rounded, to be honest. More strength and fight for sure, but these other ones are also important too. So now that he's a cleaner, he's kicking the shit off of the shore. This island has no enemies, so I'll let this guy fish while I go loot the island. The travel statue, the way you interact with things on an island is you get in front of it and then you just interact. Travel statues sometimes have enemies. And since my main character is not strong enough to handle, bottom right here is the stuff I just looted from that chest. We're not going to even worry about that yet. It gives passive debuffs as well. So let's give my main character a better weapon now that I just looted. No, it's not better. But it did get a passive which upgrades melee weapon. And I don't know if that is a 20 TP for just that 5 attacks, or if that's once per thing. I don't know. So we'll do the love letter for now. Yeah, that sounds cool, but I don't know if it's 20 TP for only 5 attacks, unless it's 5 attacks every combat, which would be freaking fantastic, which sounds like what it is actually. That's a really good skill if so. So anyway, so you get your ship set up. You want to make sure your ship doesn't sink. If you make it too big, it'll sink. And so you'll want to get like 2 layers of this. It's a good idea. Let's start sailing real quick again. Get my guys. All right, here's town. We'll sail back. We'll sail past town. Give them some time to sail and fish. It's a good idea to make your ship too deep when it starts getting bigger, so you have no chance of it sinking from being too thick. Later you can get barrels, which lets you hold a lot more food. Currently food doesn't really spoil on the ground. Oh yeah, another important skill to give another pirate is cooking, because all the fish you catch do nothing without a cooking skill. So you need to get a cook as well, which we're gonna go to town. I should have enough money and stuff. Here's town right here. A town with a inn or with a pub that I can hire another pirate, which will be my dedicated cook. And I'll probably make him a fisherman too. That way he can cook when he's not on the ship, or fish when he's not cooking. And when you have barrels, you can put 20 stock of items, which says it prevents. All right, who's the next cheapest? 78, 236, 256. All right. So I have another pirate. Let's check out his passive. If it's something terrible, I might just fire him. No negative passives. So that's good. So cooks only need a skill book to learn cooking. And so cooking is right here. So we need to get him to level 4. Same way, we'll just sail. And once he's level 4, he can cook all the fish that I'm catching. And they're working their way over. If you have a pirate still hanging out on the island and you set sail, sometimes they take forever to head over. And you set sail without your pirate on the ship, they'll be dead. So careful about your pirates not being on the ship before you set sail. Alright, so we're gonna sail in familiar waters so we don't sail into a pirate ship. It's gonna take 2 islands to get him to level 4. So we'll get him to level 4.
Adios.
And let's go back to the world map. We'll sail 1 more. We'll go to that town. Once he hits level 4, he's gonna be a cook. Alright, so when you get food, the fish that I'm catching, it needs to be prepared. Before you have a barrel, you can just set it on the ground. It'll take space, but once your cook is leveled up, which mine is now, and you can learn cooking, he'll prepare these fish. And it doesn't take very long to prepare fish. Get these guys back on the ship. They leave your ship if there's a town automatically. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go this way again.
There she blows.
My fisherman will catch more fish, and this cook is now cooking the fish. Once it's cooked, my pirates will be able to eat the fish, and this is pretty much a great start for you. You can just, it takes a little bit of time getting yourself set up, but after, no, I don't think we're ready for combat yet.
There she blows.
But after a few more days of sailing and catching fish, you'll be set up food-wise, and that's your most important thing to set up. You need to make sure if your pirates have food. And the moment you get 2 fishermen
There she blows.
and some barrels,
There she blows.
okay, you'll have plenty of space and plenty of food and a cook. All right, so I did loot some stuff. Let's decorate my ship. Decorating doesn't do anything, but it looks nice. Yeah, I didn't loot any pirate things. So when you sail and fight pirates, let's fight a pirate. There was a pirate 2 north of me, I think, if I remember correctly.
There she blows.
When you loot a ship, I'll explain it when we get there. So we're heading over to fight a pirate.
Adios.
My crew did level up, so we're going to give them some stats. This is my fisherman. Let's raise his vitality. Give him some better health regen. And you can have straight damage. Okay, cutlass is equipped, passive. Alright, you can have diapers, I don't care. And, alright. So I think we're ready for a simple fight, like 1 or 2 enemies. Top right shows you how far into your destination. Alright, so we're going to attack with this pirate. Hopefully, my guys are skillful enough to handle 1 pirate.
Adios.
So you can steal pirate ships. For instance, once you kill this guy, you can take his ship. If you don't like this, which I actually might take his ship. I don't think I will, though. But you can take a ship and get rid of your old ship and take his. When you plunder a ship, which is this, you destroy their ship and you take parts of their ship and gold. Or you can just take the ship and switch out yours with theirs. You'll lose everything on your ship if you do that. So don't do that if you have a bunch of stuff here that you want to keep. Or you can plunder it, and on the bottom right here, it'll show you everything you plunder when you destroy their ship. Wood blocks, walls, fruit, gold. So you can only construct your ship at a port of a town. So those parts of a ship that I just bought are not usable until you're actually at a town. So, alright, so we're to a town. I go to ship setup. I got these 2 from that last ship. If you want to remove an item, you just right click it. So now my ship's a little bit wider. And I'll just put that right here. There, now I have more room on my ship. So that's really all you need to know to get yourself set up. Now it's getting a little bit wide. You could probably go to about here before it gets too deep, and you need to start making a deeper hole. But after a certain amount of pirate ships, or you can just straight up buy the parts with fish, you'll have plenty of wood to upgrade your ship. I'll show you what a fully upgraded ship looks like. But the information I've given you, it's not even fully upgraded, but this is one of my ships of a save that is just kind of ruined, but I can show you the ship.
Oh, yeah?
I have 2 holes in the bottom here. It's nice and wide. I have things that your pirates can do to upgrade their stuff, like a thing that upgrades your weapon while they're not doing anything, something that trains them in combat and all that sort of stuff. These are the barrels that you want to fill up with whatever food that you have. I have so much fish and meat that I filled these barrels up with those. Rum, which does nothing right now, but it's supposed to increase your morale. Then you have plants later that'll help you with morale. And sails that you can eventually get that I was about to get that will speed up your sailing process. And so this is kind of an ugly ship, but it's in the work process, and it's kind of an idea which you can make. You can get cannons, which to use a cannon you have to have someone with the cannon ear ability, and then you have to have the cannon on the put down, and then you have the cannonballs next to it. This works for swivel guns as well. They work like cannons. So yeah, that should be pretty good to get you going. This is what I have on my main pirate captain. I have him a cleaning guy, and he's good at parry. I just taught him counterattack, and his stats are pretty well rounded. He has decent armor, decent weapon. And then I have another. This guy's blind, so I made him my main fisherman. He hangs out and just fishes only. I don't let him off the ship ever. And this guy is also a fisherman who I don't let off the ship either. And I had a couple other guys who were really good at fighting. You want to make sure you have a couple good fighters, because if you don't have good fighters, after you get out of the newbie area, the starter area, you're not going to be able to handle enemies. And you can train your guys through sailing and fishing, selling fish and all this sort of stuff. It takes a while, but it's a good idea to have a couple fighters, at least 3 or 4 of them, to handle some of the weaker guys or weaker islands and enemies. So just to recap, to interact with things on the island, like tribal statues and chests, get in front of it, click interact. You can plunder ships for their resources. You can capture them to take over their ship. And you right click to send your allies to location, and you left click to attack with your captain. So that was a brief tutorial of this game. Thanks guys for watching. This is Jayzan. If you have any other questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.